Welcome to Little Hands Big Pasta.
We're two Italian sisters, we live in Rome, and we're here to take you on a kid-only pasta journey.
And this is a real fun journey because guess what? We're continuing our colored pasta experiment, creation, I would say.
Experiment is a wonderful, fun word because that's it. And today we're going to get super creative because we're going to be making purple pasta.
And how do you get purple?
Very, very, very easy. Look at this. Beetroot puree. So, make sure that the adult prepares the beetroot, blends it together, and so you have this beautiful
Red cream.
Now, you do all the nerdy things.
I like to do the nerdy things. Now, we're going to continue with using the scale, and we're going to use it in ounces. This is not something we use grams, but we're going to do it in ounces. So you see how easy it is to use a kitchen scale. You put your little container, you turn it on, and you make sure that it is 0. Everything is set to 0, and you put 3.5 ounces of flour. So guys, tell me when to stop. Almost there. Another little bit. I'm very picky.
Yeah,
there.
but I'll tell you after. We'll just do it right. Are you worried?
I don't know what you're talking about. So you weighed your flour, and now let's set everything up because we're going to be making the purple dough with flour, with beetroot puree, with an egg. We always want to set the flour apart on here. You always keep it to the side because you never know if you need it.
Yes, and this time I know we will need a little bit more flour. I already know it.
So why do we have this extra little piece of working space? Because the beetroot could stain maybe your countertop, and you don't want that to happen. So we're going to be a little extra careful now that all the ingredients are fresh. And let's start.
You take your flour, you put it on your working space, and you make a nice volcano with your fingers. Now make it nice and large, okay? Then we're going to break our egg.
Let me do that. I'm a very good egg breaker. Oh, here?
Yes.
Okay, wait, I get a little piece of shell. Okay.
Look how beautiful it looks. Now with a fork, you're going to start scrambling, okay? Now at this point, watch carefully, you're going to add the puree. And you're going to keep scrambling.
Now what happens if all of a sudden this well breaks and the ingredients start pouring out?
Look, it looks like lava coming out of a volcano. You just grab some flour and you close the hole and problem solved. Remember, when making pasta, there is no problem that you can solve. Look at the color. Now, you keep turning and then you start adding a little bit of flour from the sides and you keep mixing it together. Look at the color. Isn't it beautiful?
It's beautiful. And so actually from reddish, because if you look at the beetroot, we have some left here, it's more like red looking, right? But with the flour, it just makes this magic.
Yes, it's just beautiful. Oops. Now, when all the pieces are together, you see how it's not running anywhere? We're going to start smushing it with our hands. I mean, isn't that the best part of doing pasta, is getting dirty? So we're going to be doing that. Now, take all the flour and smush it together. Now, I already know, because we added the beetroot, that we're going to need a little bit more flour. So, assistant, please put some more flour on top.
Of course.
And then you just keep on smushing.
But how do you know that it's still...
Look at my hands.
They're so gooey.
They're so gooey and sticky. Oops. And so we don't want that. So we have to add a little bit more flour. Okay, you see how it's coming a little bit more together?
Always have a cutter always with you because it is super, super useful. Now I have a question, Benny.
Okay, is it an easy question that I can answer?
Will this pasta taste like beetroot?
No, it will not. Because the beautiful thing about using these natural ingredients to color the pasta is that you're adding just a little bit to it. It's not going to be super... It will not taste like the color that we use to make it. Absolutely not. But it's going to be very, very pretty.
Look.
Okay, now you see how it's coming together?
Oh, look, you forgot about this one.
Oops. Now, when you use fresh ingredients like this, you always going to have to add a little bit extra flour because it will be sticky, okay? And so you just you know that. Okay, so now we're going to start.
Fresh meaning that it's like cooked and made into a puree.
Yes, let me add a little bit more flour. That's why it's always useful to have it. And we're going to start kneading it. Remember, you use the palm of your hands, you pull it away, you turn, you twist. Pull, turn, twist. Pull, turn, twist. Pull, turn, twist.
Wait, I would now.
You're going to get your hands all dirty.
But look, just wait a second, because sometimes the problem, when you feel it's sticky, sometimes the problem is not that the dough is sticky, but that the dough on your hands are sticky, and it makes it always, look at my hands. Now look, here's a little trick to wash the dough off. Don't go under the sink and wash it. Just use the flour.
And rub. Obviously, you're not going to be using this part, but look.
You see how it easily goes off? And so, I'm going to knead.
I think you should show them your magic trick.
My magic trick to knead?
Yes.
Okay, now look at me. When you knead, you sort of always do this, right? But there's a better way to do it. Now look here. Now open your legs on the sides like this, okay? You put one leg in front, one leg in the back, okay? So let me get closer. And now all the power goes to your back, okay? Now you see, with my legs like that, it's gonna give me more strength, and I'm gonna push with my back, okay? I push, so my arms sort of always stay straight, and I push like that, you see? And then you continue kneading, because the more you knead, the more it absorbs the flour, and the more it's gonna turn smooth, okay?
Look at you.
Look at me.
Look how you're kneading.
Oh, thank you very much. Always, if you have a little extra flour, you see? So how do you do this? Oh, what was your song?
Pull, fold,
pull, fold,
twist.
Twist. Pull, let me do it on the side. Fold, twist. Pull, fold, twist. Okay? Well, Benny, since you are the pasta master,
yes,
are your hands a little clean now?
They're cleaner, but that's the magic of baking pasta. It's wonderful to get dirty.
See?
But let's add a little bit more to the counter because this is a sticky counter. And we continue. And then we knead. Look how the color is becoming beautiful. Pull, fold, twist. 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 Okay, now we're just gonna knead it until all the white, because the pasta is super, super soft. Look at this. This is gonna do magic things, this dough. We're just gonna wait for all the white to vanish. And then we're going to put it to take a nice little nap. Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful.
Okay, I say that the dough is ready. Look how soft it is, but still.
As it rests now, because it's a little stressed. You know, we did so much to it. You are going to be doing so much to it. So before it turns into colorful pasta,
It's gonna go take a
it
nap.
needs to relax.
So remember, you take your
Little plastic blanket.
little plastic blanket. We're going to wrap it up.
And it's going to sleep, I would say half an hour.
Half an hour minimum.
Minimum.
Minimum. So you have time to clean your kitchen counter, clean all the mess that you made,
Wash your hands.
wash your hands, and
Let's see together what we can make with all this incredible reddish, purplish
colored pasta.
colored pasta, okay?
So now it's your turn to make it.
Wait! Sorry. I just wanted to say two things. Two things before you leave, okay? The first one is that all the content of this Advent calendar, we have put it together and so much more into an online course for kids. It is obviously called Little Hands Big Pasta. It is a unique kids-only pasta journey. You'll find downloadables, extra content because we packed it with extra content and unpublished videos. And so if you want to purchase it, it's in the link below, and you can gift all the little chefs that you know.
Another thing that I would like to say,
Yes.
because people are loving our shirts. Look at this. Now, ho fame in Italian means I am hungry. I mean, really, how cool is it to have
Yeah.
a shirt like this?
And so it's our customized.
It's our customized shirt. You can order it. You can gift it also. It is really cool. It comes in a whole bunch of colors and sizes. And we obviously added the link below so you can click and purchase it there too. I mean,
Okay,
really,
we're
that's
done.
it. We're done.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Cook, eat, drink, live italiano.